Good evening. I'm your host, Sam Wu. Tonight, we remember Dancing Earl. Dancing Earl, as you may know, New Jersey Devils fans will know, was a great guy that we saw dancing at the Prudential Center. But we all know he was more than that. He was probably one of the most positive, nice people around, and known as Dancing Earl. Always with a smile. You always said hello to Earl when you walked by his section, as he was the usher. He was always helpful. And we want to pay tribute to Dancing Earl. His name is Earl Laycock Jr. And, I've said this in the past, and I'll say it again about Dancing Earl. Years ago, when they said that the New Jersey Devils, their fans, and the city of Newark and the new building called the Prudential Center wouldn't work, I would say Dancing Earl, because Dancing Earl made it fun when we were at the games. Dancing Earl did his dance. It always put a smile on your face. And we're going to miss you, Dancing Earl. And tonight, we are going to re-air our interview with Dancing Earl back in 2018. He was one of our first interviews when our podcast was so new. He was gracious. He was nice. He was always helpful, and he told his story. And we want to reshare that with you. And also, we'd like you to share your memories on our social media pages. I see that Terrence Brown says, nicest guy around, loved his job, loved the fans, will be so missed. Absolutely. Getty27 on the YouTube Live says, rest in peace. He definitely touched everyone's heart. And it's very rare do you have a human being like Dancing Earl that everybody just loves and has an impact, a positive impact. It didn't matter if the Devils were losing 8-0. As soon as the cameras were on Dancing Earl, it made us forget about the game and the score and made us appreciate what really matters. All about us having fun, and we are going to miss Dancing Earl. Before I play the video, it is in two parts. Back in those days, our podcast used to have technical issues, and we happen to have one in this podcast, but I kind of re-edited it a little bit just to let you know. But this was recorded live on November 25th, 2018. Myself, Scotty, and Beer Baron are on this podcast. And here we go. Re-airing the interview with Dancing Earl. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We need positive vibes on this Let's Go Devils podcast right now. Devils fans are sad. I'm hearing negative thoughts on Facebook and Twitter. And we got the right guy, the formula to change it up. To absolutely just change up the dynamics, because he's beloved at the Prudential Center. Do you know who I'm talking about, guys?
The one, the only.
The one and only, yes. Legendary.
Yes.
Legendary, as many would call it.
Legendary Dancing Earl. Earl, are you on the line right now?
Yes, I am.
All right. Woo!
Yeah.
Dancing Earl, it is an honor and privilege to have you on our podcast. I've seen you dancing at the Prudential Center pretty much, I think, when it first opened. Am I correct on that? When did you start dancing at Prudential Center?
Opened I'd say about 2 or 3 years in. I started dancing.
And now, how did that start?
Actually, it started with somebody else. Then they were just putting cameras on us, each different one of us, until the camera stayed on me, and it's stuck on me ever since.
Now, Earl, this is Scott. I have a quick question for you. What is it like to be kind of you're like a celebrity in the Rock now? So when everybody, whenever there's a Devils game, how does it feel to have all these fans coming up to you and just wanting to meet you and just wanting to talk to you?
It to me, it's a wonderful thing. For one thing, I love doing what I'm doing. And one thing about it, I have a group of people that I work with that are tremendous. And it's when it's easy to work with people and everything else like this, it's easy to get your job done. And I do it because I love it, not for anything else.
All right. Hey, Earl, this is Scotty. First off, I know there's Scott and there's Scotty. Just so we get that out of the way so there's no confusion. So this is Scotty. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for everything you do. Bringing cheer to everyone down there at the Prudential Center. We really do appreciate that. I wanted to ask you, I don't know this. I don't know if all the fans know this, but where are you from originally? Are you originally from Jersey?
I'm originally from New York. I was born in New York, but I lived in Jersey for about I came to Jersey in '62, and I've been
in '60. Wow, yeah. That's so. What part of Jersey have you been in? In like the greater Newark area, or whereabouts?
I was raised in East Orange. Then after that, I came. Then I lived in Newark.
Oh, very nice. That's very cool. I grew up in Jersey. I think all of us here have grown up in Jersey, so. and spent many times there. So you started. When did you start dancing?
I started. Let me see. I've been there 11 years. Right now.
But when did you actually start dancing? Were you a kid? When did you start actually taking up, start doing some real dancing out there?
Oh man, shucks, about 7 years ago. About 7 years ago.
Wow.
I started. Yeah. It started 7 years ago.
It's pretty impressive. If you started 7 years ago, I could have started 30 years ago, and I still wouldn't even have any near close to. I have to tell you, Earl, it's so much fun to watch you dance. Everybody has such a positive experience when they meet you. Has anybody ever challenged you to a dance off?
Yes, I have. Plenty of people have challenged me, and I tell them I leave the door open for anybody.
All right, lay down the gauntlet.
Do you have a specialty move, a special dance move that you break out for those dance challenges?
No, most of the time I dance with the music. I mean,
dance with the music.
What I feel behind the music, that's the way I dance.
And what did you grow up listening to, music wise? What did you like to do?
Oh, I grew up in the songs back in the '60s. The old songs. I'm a oldie.
Like some soul stuff, some Motown, or was it more rock and roll? Or
rock and roll? Yes, yeah. I loved all that.
Nice.
No,
I'm sure there were a lot of good places to go dancing out there, and back in the old '60s and '70s and '80s and stuff. All the clubs down the shore and everything like that.
Oh yeah, well I used to be in the clubs dancing because I was a hustler, and I used to hustle, and I was in a hustle competitions and whatnot. So a lot of people always said that I was for a big man, I was light on my feet.
Now, Earl, growing up, did you play any sports, or did you play football, baseball, basketball, or anything like that?
Yes, I did. I played football, basketball, baseball. I was on the wrestling team, and I was on the weightlifting team.
Yeah,
man. Well-rounded.
Yes.
Did you play any like collegiate sports or anything like that, or get any football or anything? Basketball?
I started to in football, because football was my sport. I started until I snapped my Achilles tendon.
Oh, jeez.
And I did that when I was practicing for semi-pro team. So after that, that was it.
Oh,
wow.
Man. So Earl, when you're at the stadium, do you actually get a chance to like watch the game and enjoy the game, or is it just kind of like you just strictly business the whole game? Even when you're having fun and kind of doing a dance and everything like that, are you still able to enjoy the event?
Sure, sure I am. But I get to watch the games just a little bit at a time. But my thing is watching my fans, see that they're all right, because of where I stand at, they always want to see me there. Every time I come in, where's Earl? I'm always there, and I'm glad to be there. So everybody come to see me. So it makes things a lot better for me and the fans.
And it's true. We can't tell you as fans how much we appreciate you and just everybody that works at the Rock. It's such an amazing building. Everybody's always so friendly. It's funny. My mom and dad have season tickets, and my mom has befriended, oddly enough, one of the beer tenders. And I'm being serious. And they give each other apology cards, and they they'll, in between periods, they go and catch up, and they share pictures of their grandchildren, and it's just the kind of environment that you have at the Rock. And it's one of the things that we as fans can't tell you how much we appreciate you and just everything that all the staff does at the Rock.
Like I said, I love where I work. I love what I do, and I love the people that I work with around me. They make it more pleasant to work there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Earl, do you have a favorite food around the Rock? A favorite food stand that you like to go to, or anything like that around the Rock that you can recommend?
Not particularly, because I haven't eaten all the food, but they have some pretty good dishes there.
Oh yeah,
yes,
yes, they do.
So Earl, are you there besides the hockey, besides the Devils games? Are you there ushering other game or other events as well?
Oh yes, I do all the concerts. I do the Seton Hall games. Yeah.
What is?
Go ahead.
What is your favorite show that you've seen come through the Rock in the time that you've been there?
I like Tina Turner. I like the Eagles, the old fashioned rock groups.
That's good.
I love, and the soul groups.
Mm-hmm.
That's good stuff.
Yes.
Hey Earl, let me ask you, how did you get your position at the Rock?
I just found out that they were hiring, then I applied for it.
And that was it. It was just all a simple twist of fate, basically. And then you became an arena phenomenon.
Yes. I really don't know how that happened, but and I'm happy for it.
Hey, did anyone approach you? You know, just being like, hey. I want you to do some more of that dancing tomorrow, and we're going to put all the cameras on you, and we're going to start showing you around the arena. Or was it just you didn't even know it was happening at first?
No, I actually, like I said, they started putting the cameras on me. Then next thing you know, it just became a regular thing.
One of my favorite things, I got to tell you, Earl, one of my favorite things when you start dancing, how the crowd just erupts and just how everybody just jumps up and gets excited. We could be losing a game, and then you bring such, we said this before, but you bring such a positive energy into the game. And I'll tell you what, right now, the way the team has been playing, we could really use some of that positive energy. So the next home game, we got to. I don't know. If I'm there, I'm going to challenge you to a dance off. We'll try to pump up the crowd like that.
Wow!
Terrible.
Yes, it's open.
I would love for that to be on the big screen and record it, this dance off, because I want to see Earl. I want to see Earl wipe the floor with the beer baron over here.
Yes. I would like. I like to bring the crowd up to a roar. I love it. I love to hear it.
That's got to be such an amazing feeling to, not be, even though you're not, on playing on the ice or, skating on the ice or anything like that, you have a full crowd of people behind you, like your every single move, man. That must be an amazing feeling, that response.
Yes, it is. It's really amazing. It's really amazing. And I wondered myself, how did I really get there? I amaze myself sometimes. But I enjoy it. I very much enjoy what I do.
We have a fan, Joe, who said he wanted to thank you for shaking his date's hand. He brought her to her first double. Said that it really helped show her like how amazing this whole entire experience is. Because like we said before, it's not just about going to see the hockey game. It's about interacting with you. It's interacting with the rest of the staff, and just how nice and friendly everything is. I also want to ask you, what was your so far as in the Devils arena? What is your favorite Devils moment?
My favorite Devils moment was the year when we beat the Rangers for the playoffs.
That's the best. That's the best answer.
It's over.
I couldn't believe how the house erupted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was so powerful, so amazing.
If only we could get back to that moment.
Excuse me?
Oh, I was saying, if only we can get back to that moment of just having, that entire building erupting during that moment was the loudest I've ever heard. All right.
Well, if we don't have our
well, we're back. We're back live. Sorry about that. There's sometimes this happens. This is what happens when you do a live podcast. You get those little bugs and glitches. No, I'm serious. Like if we pre-recorded, it would be like, "Hey, this is great and fantastic." But
it's all good. It happens. Don't worry. We're radio professionals. If Earl is not on the phone anymore, I just want to say that was a pleasure speaking with him. That was amazing, and he put a smile on my face just just reliving some of those stories. I was just thinking about it. Yeah, that's probably the loudest it's been at the Rock was probably that series against the Rangers, I would say.
Yeah, and you know what? I got to thank Earl too as well. Hopefully producer Sam can reach out to him and say, thank you from both of us for having him come and join us. I got to tell you, seriously, like one of the nicest dudes. I've met him a few times. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, and just overall genuine. Do you know what I mean? Like you meet some people and they're just kind of like, oh yeah, okay, take your seat, go over there, go over here. Everybody at the Rock, it always feels like it's a nice, genuine environment, especially Earl.
Yeah.
Hey
What's up,
guys,
Sam? What happened?
sorry for the technical difficulties. It was the infamous Windows 10 machine that decides to do an update in the middle of a live broadcast.
Oh yeah, you know what stinks is I'm sorry, Gary. I was just about to ask your question too. Which section? Maybe Sam, you know this. What section does Earl stand at normally?
Definitely not in section 233. I have no idea. All right, let me try to get Earl back on. I feel bad.
All right.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I just want to point out this awesome hat that I'm wearing. This is from the Military Appreciation Night, and
Very nice.
I gotta tell you, dude, the Devils, they have stepped up their game with their hat giveaways. I have another one that I think it was last year or the year before. It's the red and green hat.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty legit.
Not bad. Looks pretty good. You look all hunter man there with your super beard, you know?
Dude, I tell you, this is my what is supposed to be this. I'm gonna grow out this beard for luck for the team, and I don't know if it's really working. But now I'm too lazy to shave it. So,
well, maybe it's me because the last time I came on this podcast, they had a horrible Sunday game as well. So hopefully, I'm not jinxing them.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Could be.
Not this year. Could be. I think tomorrow night. Let's shift gears and go into tomorrow night because I feel like tomorrow night they're going to be playing.
Florida.
The old fancy cats down there, yeah. So Keith Kincaid is going to get put back in net. This is what kind of befuddles me a little bit, is why Hines went with Schneider against Tampa Bay and not against the Panthers. You would think the Panthers are not doing well. They're not doing well at all. They're one of the few teams that are below us. But you would have thought, put in Schneider against Florida, a lesser team that's struggling right now. Maybe we pick up a win. He starts building up his confidence. And if Kincaid gets beat by Tampa Bay, it's like whatever. He's already got a few wins under his belt. He's already got a few shutouts under his belt. The decision making for what goal you're going to start these two games.
Hi, Earl. Sorry about that. Our computer crashed in the middle of the interview, so I'm going to put you on a brief hold and patch you in. Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey, behind the scenes stuff.
Great interview. We love you.
Behind the scenes stuff.
This is what it's like to work in radio, kids. All right, this is what it's like.
That's right. That's fun. If you ever wondered what it sounds like when producer Sam is talking to somebody on the phone.
Oh yeah. Yep, I screwed that one up. All right, let me try to pull up back Earl. He's been a great sport. I feel bad. Stupid Windows. Earl, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
all right.
Thank goodness. We got it back.
Yeah.
Earl, I wanted to say before we got cut off, I do want to see a dance-off. What are you doing December 27th? Are you doing anything?
Dance off.
That's December 3rd. I'm going to be there December 3rd.
If you want me there, I'll be there.
Yeah. I suggest this is what I propose. I propose that Beer Baron and Dancing Earl go to a dance-off at Tavern on the Rocks for our live event viewing party, which we are going to definitely promote. Would you come to our event, Earl? We will dine you. We will buy you drinks. All you have to do is go to the dance-off with Bear Bird.
Oh, Lord. Of course.
All right. Woo!
Oh, man. All right. Well, I'm going to have to start stretching now because Lord knows if I try to do one move, I'm going to pull a hammy and be done for the season.
Oh, yeah.
So, Earl, we had a question from one of our fans. They were wondering, what section is do you have a permanent section or do you move from section to section?
No, I have a permanent section. My section is section 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Okay. All right. So I think it was Gary who was asking. So yeah, because there's a lot of people that they see you on a big screen, and then sometimes people get lost trying to find you throughout the stadium. So now that we know 2 and 3, just be prepared. You might now have a ton of people coming up to you and challenging you to these crazy dance offs.
That's all right. That's all right. All is fun. Mm-hmm.
So we were also thinking about this too, and I'm once again sorry that we got cut off before. You know, with the Devils kind of like this environment that they've created at the Rock, where it's a lot more family friendly. There was somebody that made a comment that it's a lot better than the Continental Airlines Arena used to be, where it was kind of like just a mausoleum, and if you did anything fun, you'd get yelled at. It's fun to see that you're a big part of this, and they're trying to add more of an excitement. NJ Devil being a big part of that too. What do you feel is the next step? Is there anything down the pipeline that you know of, or that you could give us an insight on that they might be trying to do at the Rock?
No, actually, the ownership is wonderful. They are wonderful, and they do what they have to do to make it a lovely place to come to be at.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts with them and the people that we work for. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have the good people that we do have there now.
That's true.
That's
now,
have
you met any of the players?
No, not really, not right offhand. No, I haven't.
So we got to make that happen.
Have you ever met old Danico or Chico?
Oh, Chico and Danico.
Oh boy!
And then we do say hello to each other.
Yeah, is great. Chico eating those hot dogs? He loves those hot dogs.
Well, last time I seen him, he was in the broadcast booth.
Mm-hmm.
Broadcasting, so.
Yeah. It's pretty funny because there's a team, the Carolina Hurricanes, after they win each game, they have these crazy celebrations, and there's some people in the league that are, opposed to this, the no fun league, and then there's people that are all about this. The fact that they're having fun and the team is having fun. If the Devils asked you to help choreograph a winning celebration, would you be interested in doing that?
Oh, it's interesting. Yes, I might be. I'm willing to.
Either that, or what would be fun is if you did meet some of the players, you could teach them a few steps to have some interesting goal celebrations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Earl, are they treating you right afterwards? Are they keeping you okay with the because you're dancing? That's a big thing now. They keeping those feet okay and everything. They got you hooked up with some foot massages or something afterwards.
No. I usually keep my own.
Now you can start making contract demands. I mean, you're a big star, Like now is the time to start asking for some stuff over here.
I'm good.
You're good with Section 2 and 3.
Yes, I'm good with that.
That's a good man over there.
Yeah, so I was just thinking about this. It's funny that you said that because my father-in-law's an ex-podiatrist, so he used to be a foot doctor. If you ever need any advice about feet, I'll send him your direction.
Whoa! What are you talking about? December 27th. We're gonna.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. We could get him to examine your foot or something like that before the dance off to make sure everybody's okay.
He'll examine my feet and notice that I have 2 left feet. So.
Oh, badoom.
Even though I got a podiatrist already.
Okay.
Hey, Earl, when this dance off happens, you versus Scott, I want to make sure that you don't hold back. I want you to wipe the floor with Scott with the best dance moves that you can possibly come up with. You know, playoff material. I want the playoff material just so you can wipe the floor with them.
Okay, I'll do my best.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna have to call an Uber because I'm gonna have to have a few drinks in me before I can even attempt to do this. Now, Earl, you know, it's kind of a shame that our other part of this podcast isn't here, Shorts Guy. But have you ever thought of like doing merchandise, like making Dancing Earl shirts or stuff like that?
No, I really haven't thought about that. No, no, I haven't really thought about that. I've been told that that I could do something on Facebook because since I'm well known. Actually, it's just a thought. I really haven't thought about putting it into use. I'm just
hashtag Dancing Earl.
Yeah, I'm just having fun.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go. And thank you so much for joining us too. This has been such a pleasure to talk to you.
Well, thank you. It's my pleasure also.
Thank you very much, Earl, and thank you for everything that you do down at the Rock. No one needs to go as above and beyond as you do, and you do that, and we just want to say how much we appreciate it, and thank you for making our experience unique when we go down there to see our boys play.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. And look forward to that dance-off.
Oh,
okay. I got you.
I don't know what I got myself into. That's one of those things where you're like, I can throw a baseball harder than you, and then all of a sudden, Roger Clemens walks in the room, and you're like, oh, damn it.